morning, everyone. It is Sunday, June 13th. We just got to the studio. It's around 11 a.m. The anniversary celebrations continued with a wonderful little breakfast from my favorite spot, Hey Happy. It is Unit 11 of Level 3, the final unit, final checkpoints of Level 3, and then a 2-week break. I am flabbergasted. Yes, you heard it right. Flabbergasted. We are halfway through this 18-month-long program. During my 2-week break, here's my plan. I won't be vlogging regularly, but I have a couple videos I really want to post. Many of you submitted questions for a Q&A that I put up on my Instagram. I will be releasing that Q&A video within the next couple weeks. Also, we have our classic EDM tracks that we've been remixing. We're gonna finish all those tracks during this 2-week break. Without further ado, let's get into Sunday Fun Day, the final Sunday Fun Day of Level 3. Here we go. Unit 11, final checkpoints. Starting off with keys. Keys review set checkpoint 4. Please use this review set to review concepts and demonstrate your understanding of the keyboard techniques topics we've covered so far. After that, we have a keys playing assignment, and we move on to synthesis project. Using the Ableton project provided, create the designated synth sound for each step in the track underneath the audio example. Moving forward, Ableton project final. For your final checkpoint in Ableton, you'll upload your live performance video to the instructor along with a short explanation of your setup and what you were doing during the performance. And the Ableton project final checkpoint is followed by a discussion on your live performance. Moving down, we have some more Art of Flow this week. Very unexpected. Let's check it out. Art of Flow, Silence, Space, and Solitude. Art of Flow lessons over to the left here are The Power of Know-Nothingness. Everything Starts with Nothing. Sitting in Silence Challenge, weekly challenge. Alan Watts, What Happens If You Stop Talking to Yourself All the Time. And then the class notes on Art of Flow, followed by a discussion, Sitting in Silence. Okay, this is quite the week. I kind of only expected there to be the Ableton final checkpoint, but it certainly makes sense that we have a keys and synthesis checkpoint as well. I am gonna waste no time. There's no way I'm leaving these projects to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially because Icon will be going on break. So if I don't get these done and marked in time, level 4 won't even be accessible for my first week back. I am super eager to get that live performance done. Probably gonna do some live clip launching, probably gonna play some of the melodies live, just go all out for this project. I think compared to level 1 and 2, this is probably the biggest final checkpoint we've had so far. 2 of the biggest projects we've had, that synthesis final checkpoint, and of course, I've been talking about it for weeks, the Ableton live performance final. I think we might even get started today. But anyways, that is it for Sunday Fun Day. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, June 14th. We just got to the studio, got our bagel, yogurt. We're ready to rock and roll for finals week. It is the final week of level 3. Now, technically, the current new online program is truly self-paced. They do suggest if you want to finish the course in the 18 months, you do a unit a week to graduate on time. So I have kept up with that and obviously following along with the vlog. Should I go faster or slower? That would kind of just, I don't know, throw a wrench in everything. So I'm liking the pace. Obviously the program is going to get harder and harder, but I think the current pace we're on is manageable. So this week we have a whole bunch of finals. Keys, Ableton Live Performance, Synthesis, and they added some Art of Flow classes, which I'm really excited for. There's almost no reason I can't get all of this done before midweek. I think I mentioned last week I was just spacing things out just a little too far when I had a little bit of a struggle doing the drum synthesis assignment and then handing it in on Saturday, like then it just doesn't get marked in time and then the vlog's behind and then that's annoying and blah 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 blah. I think we're just gonna work hard, try to get most of the material done before midweek. We are gonna get to work on these finals right away. I can get a good chunk of it all done today, and then all we'll pretty much have to worry about for the rest of the week is that live performance set. I think it's honestly only like 5 to 7 minutes long, so at the end of the week I'll probably just put the whole thing in the vlog. So yeah, nothing more to be said. Week 11 of level 3, we are almost officially halfway through the course. Let's eat, let's get to work. Welcome back to another episode of Mental Health Monday. Yeah, Mental Health Monday is my vlog segment where I open up and talk about my own mental health journey. I've been very, very blessed, very, very privileged to be able to have a ton of mental health coverage in my work. I used to be in the military, and so all of that stuff is covered. Very lucky because, yeah, otherwise, growing up, stuff like that, never had access to that kind of help. And I think it's just an important conversation that, although is happening more and more, just needs to continue. I think we're in a really pivotal time with mental health and awareness. I strongly believe the way that people react to certain situations going on in the world has to do with their relationship with themselves, their relationships with others, and the way that they've been taught how to manage their emotions growing up. I think that if we were a mental health first focused school system, things would be a lot different. And I've said many times, I strongly believe that instead of teaching 17-year-olds that they need to choose a career for the rest of their life, let's teach them how to be kind to themselves, how to be compassionate towards others, how to hold space for people going through a hard time. That, I think, is what we should be teaching people. Because I don't know about you, I'm in my 30s, I just left a career and I'm starting over. I found my passion. At 17, I didn't know anything. I still barely know anything. So I think we have it backwards. All right, that'll be it for Mental Health Monday today. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, June 15th. We're in the studio and yep, we got the keyboard, we got the APC 40 out, and we're still prepping for our live performance final in Ableton. Yesterday, we pretty much got everything set up and ready to go. We just need to practice. The way that they have it structured is we learned a ton of different concepts. We learned how to clip launch, we learned playing live, we learned how to do live mashups of our tracks, basically breaking the track down in a whole bunch of different sections, and basically being able to kind of mash up your own track with itself, and even another track if you really wanted to. The cool part about doing it all inside Ableton is it tempo syncs, so you don't really have to worry about that like you do on the decks, making sure that everything lines up. Our first track, we have all the stems broken down, so we're basically going to do a live remix of our own track. We're basically going to launch a whole bunch of different instruments, a whole bunch of different sections, and play the track in a different style than the original mix. And then we're going to mix that into an older remix that I did, which I actually broke down for my live show to play on the keyboard. Definitely got to get on the keys and practice that melody. And yeah, it's just a short 5-minute mix where we incorporate these different ideas. I think technically I actually only have to do one of the concepts, but I'm looking at the bigger picture here. The fact that I have my own live show, and I was already on my way to booking gigs for that live show. But now with these classes, everything is taken to the next level. Other than practicing the live set, we have our sound design final. I think this is the final sound design checkpoint we have for the entire course. And so what they have us doing is recreating a whole bunch of different sounds from popular electronic music tracks. So we got to get things sounding as close as possible to the original sounds. Let's waste no time this morning. It's finals week. Let's go. Oh my God, these finals, y'all. My hand is cramped from the keys final. I go to do the first exercise and I use two hands because it's 4 different notes being played at the same time. So I go, okay, well, obviously this is probably leading up to something. So I'll play the bottom note with my left hand and then the chord with my right. Well, it turns out that I was supposed to be practicing the entire chord with my left. So 4 notes instead of 1. And then playing the top line lead melody with my right hand. So needless to say, I literally practiced for like however long it took me, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I got that whole thing built up in my head, and then I had to switch and play it with my left hand. So here, check this out. Okay, well, obviously just aced it, but no word of a lie. That is literally after like 4 hours straight of practice. My pinky, I can't even feel it. Seriously, took me like 2 hours to switch from right to left hand. Oh, I'm glad it's done. But you know what? That pain is temporary, but the pride of actually getting that right is forever. The muscle memory that I'm building into my hands with the pain and the freaking cramps in my arms, there's just nothing better than doing the work. So there we go. We aced it 100% on the keys final for level 3. Woo! Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, June 16th. And today is a special, special day. We just released our remix of Tiesto's The Business, and look at this new visualizer. Absolutely so excited to be releasing music. This begins a series of this brand new visual experience with Elated. I love these visuals. I love how they morph and move, and the color scheme. Oh, I absolutely love the way that all this is turning out. We started the sound design final yesterday, and so what I like to do is, even though maybe I got the sounds pretty close, I like to wait till the next day, have fresh ears, go in there, check things out, tweak anything if I need to. But if it all checks out, we'll be handing that in today. We've been prepping for our live performance final, and we have the entire set built out. We just need to keep practicing. Really appreciate the support I'm receiving already on this remix. Thank you all so much. Link is below. Go check it out if you haven't heard it yet. Downloads are open on my SoundCloud. So stoked to be releasing music again. But you know what? We gotta get on these finals. They're the most important thing we got going on this week. Let's get going. Welcome back to another episode of WIP Wednesday. WIP Wednesday is my vlog segment where I show you the tracks I'm working on behind the scenes. If you've been following this quarter at Icon, you know we are remixing a ton of classic electronic music tracks. This one is crazy powerful. The kick drum is out of this world, and you will instantly recognize this one. So what I'm gonna do is, I got 3 different sections of the track. I have part of the intro, part of the breakdown, and the drop. So nothing really flows together yet. That'll be it for when I'm on break. The key for this entire WIP Wednesday series has been getting the main ideas down. On break, the plan is to finish all of these tracks. Let's get into it. Here's the intro. breakdown, we're going for that classic feel, but I think once I get to actually working on this track, I'll do a little surprise for the breakdown. Check it out. Now, isn't that sounding epic? All right, I'll give you a little taste of the main lead, and then we'll go straight into the drop. So there you have it, the classic Adagio for Strings, made super famous by Tiesto. This has a little addition. My personal favorite remix is actually Ferry Corsten's. And so that melody from the breakdown, we are basically extending it out, and you get to actually hear the full melody of this track rather than just that one chunk that plays in the Tiesto remix. Really excited about this. Added it to the whiteboard. Official count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks. I mean, who knows if inspiration will strike between now and when I start finishing these tracks. But I think 8 tracks is pretty good for this bootleg remix pack. I'm super, super excited about this. So why not go against all recommendations to never remix a classic and remix 8 of them? Because why not? What's the worst that could happen? That'll be it for WIP Wednesday today. Oh my God, these finals, y'all. My hand is cramped from the keys final. So, take a look at this. I go to do the first exercise, and I use 2 hands because it's 4 different notes being played at the same time. So I go, okay, well, obviously this is probably leading up to something. So I'll play the bottom note with my left hand and then the chord with my right. Well, it turns out that I was supposed to be practicing the entire chord with my left. So 4 notes instead of 1, and then playing the top line lead melody with my right hand. So needless to say, I literally practiced for like however long it took me, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And so I got that whole thing built up in my head, and then I had to switch and play it with my left hand. Yeah. So I did just get 100%. So here, check this. So here, check this out. Okay, well, obviously just aced it, but okay, well, no word of a lie, that I just nailed. Okay, well, no word of a lie. That is literally after like 4 hours straight of practice. My pinky, I can't even feel it. That was so hard. Seriously, took me like 2 hours to switch from right to left hand. Oh, I'm glad it's done. Oh, I'm glad it's done. And you know what? That pain, and you know what? That pain is temporary, but the pride of, but you know what? That pain is temporary, but the pride of actually getting that right is forever. The muscle memory that I'm building into my hands with the pain and the freaking cramps in my arms, you can't, there's just no, there's just no, there's just nothing better than doing the work. So there we go. We aced it 100% on the keys final for level 3. Woo! All right. Woo! Woo! All right. We are going to continue on. Woo! All right. We are going to continue on with the synthesis final, and then tomorrow we are going to get into the Ableton Live performance. Let's go!